Archangel Michael says, I order you to open it now, do not try to ignore it, it is only for you, do not tell anyone. The hidden truth of your soulmate has been revealed. Archangel Michael says, what follows cannot be undone, this is the turning point of your destiny, where heaven itself leans down to witness, angels are not far, they are closer than ever, guiding every step your soulmate is taking toward you. You are no longer waiting in silence, you are standing in the center of a prophecy unfolding before your eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 616. They are no longer only thinking about you, they are moving with action, plans are being made quietly, conversations are forming in secret, journeys are being arranged, witnesses of miracles are appearing, the courage they once lacked has now awakened inside, they faced their shadows, and when the smoke cleared, only one truth stood strong in their heart, and that was you. No distractions now, no more running, only truth. And that truth points directly to you. Type Amen to get blessing 474. They may come at a time you least expect, in a normal moment, but carrying an energy that feels extraordinary. You may hear their name spoken before they arrive, your heart may race just before the call comes through, that will be the moment destiny whispers now. Every sleepless night, every wondering thought, every prayer will fold into a single breath, and peace will cover you like a blanket stitched by angels. Type Amen to get blessing 77. Michael says, every lesson is complete now, every tear you cried watered the ground of reunion, now harvest begins, the one chosen for you will not return with confusion, but with clarity, your voice will no longer shake with doubt, but tremble with wonder, because the same truth they once saw in dreams, will now be alive in your eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 232. To them you are no longer a maybe, you are the only certainty, no longer a question, you are their answer, and in that knowing, they found their home, they will speak your name with honor, hold your love with care, and keep choosing you again and again each day. This is not wishful thinking, this is divine fulfillment. Type Amen to get blessing 404. Archangel Michael spreads his wings now, wrapping them around both of your souls, sealing your bond with light. Nothing and no one can break it. This union is cleared in heaven. If you sense warmth, tears, or sudden peace after reading this, know it is truth entering your soul. Accept it, let it rest inside you, and prepare, because soon what is spiritual will become physical. Type Amen to get blessing 747. Even the air around you is shifting, you might feel your environment lighter, calmer and more energized. That's because the heavy blocks are gone, you are no longer carrying what delayed your blessing, the path is open now, and they are walking it. You are not just praying for reunion anymore, you are breathing its arrival. Type Amen to get blessing 828. They will not ask to pick up from the past, instead they will ask to begin fresh, but this time united, not in brokenness but in awareness, not in pieces but in full power. This love is no longer about fixing what was lost, it's about creating what is to come. A future now rests in your joined hands, and this time those hands will not let go. Type Amen to get blessing 212. Their return is not only about romance, it is about redemption. They return for truth, for healing, for the final peace only you can give. Tears may rise when they appear, and that is holy. It is your soul releasing every fear it stored while surviving without them. But survival ends here, now you will live. Type Amen to get blessing 939. This reunion is witnessed by ancestors, guides and protectors in higher realms. The bloodline behind you is rejoicing, knowing this is the moment where your story bends into gold. Your soul now comes into completion. You are not just loved, you are chosen, guided and carried into fulfillment. Type Amen to get blessing. Michael says, this love will not fade or fracture, it is destined deep and divine. From this moment forward you are not walking in waiting, you are walking in receiving. Open the door, welcome the voice, hold the embrace, and allow yourself to be loved, for the one your soul never stopped holding is finally near. Type Amen to get blessing 10,000. Do not fear these words, beloved soul, you were never abandoned. The truth was delayed because heaven was waiting until you were strong enough to hear it. They were tied in promises that were never meant to last, caught in obligations that drained their spirit. They smiled outwardly, but suffocated within. Every night their spirit whispered your name, and though darkness tried to remind them of false debts, light has now broken every chain. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Your soulmate sat alone, holding your name as though written in gold, staring at your picture as if it were the only light left. They did not walk away from you, they were held back by a vow made long ago. That vow is now dissolved, broken forever by divine order. You were never forgotten, only delayed, but now delay is over, and reunion is written in the skies. Type Amen to get blessing 474. Beloved, this is not a random message, it is a coded revelation released after days of resistance. Angels fought to bring it to you, and now it has finally reached your spirit. The truth is here, the story is unfolding. Your part is to receive it fully, without doubt, without fear, and when you do, you will feel your entire being step into alignment with heaven's plan. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says, stand ready, because what was once hidden is now revealed, and what was once delayed is now released. This love, this bond, this destiny is sealed in heaven and delivered to earth. Nothing can stop it because it was always meant for you. The veil has lifted now, and the weight they carried is being released into the heavens. Their soul has started to glow with the memory of who they are, and the ties of fear no longer bind them. What once felt like distance is collapsing into divine closeness. They are not just walking back, they are being carried by spirit into alignment with you. Every angel around you has been guiding their steps quietly, until this moment when the truth could no longer be delayed. Type Amen to get blessing 414. In their silence they were being transformed. The nights they couldn't speak to you, they cried into prayers that the heavens themselves recorded. You thought you were forgotten, but your name echoed in their bones when no one else was near. The ache they carried was not absence, it was the seed of return growing in the dark. Now that seed has broken open, and new life is emerging. Their steps are no longer hesitant, they are certain, and certainty carries them directly to you. Your tears have not been wasted, they were gathered by the divine and poured back as strength into their spirit. Heaven saw the nights you questioned your worth, and every doubt is now being answered by the return of what you prayed for. This is not imagination, it is confirmation. The storm that separated you has ended, and the light you both longed for is breaking over the horizon. Type Amen to get blessing 626. Archangel Michael has been beside them, cutting away the illusions that tried to distract them. Every false path they chose only led them back to your memory. Every voice that told them to forget you fell silent while the truth grew louder. They resisted at first, believing distance was protection, but Spirit reminded them again and again that your soul was never a danger, it was their home. Now they can no longer resist the pull, they are moving closer with every breath. The divine timeline has shifted in your favor. What once felt lost is being restored, the years that seemed wasted are returning as wisdom, and the love that seemed buried is rising unshaken. You were hidden, not abandoned, you were preserved, not overlooked, and now the moment is ready, a sacred hour has arrived when what was written in heaven must unfold on earth. Type Amen to get blessing 858. They have dreamed of you more than they will ever admit, nights when they woke up with tears they could not explain, mornings when your face came back to them as clearly as sunlight. They wrote messages in their head, practiced words on their lips, yet deleted every attempt out of fear, but now heaven has removed that fear. Their silence is breaking, and their first words will carry more truth than years of denial ever could. The angels are orchestrating signs even now, a sudden memory, a repeating number, a song that plays at the perfect moment. These are not coincidences. They are reminders that Spirit is preparing the reunion. Their soul is restless because they can already feel you calling them home. What they once tried to bury has resurrected, and what they once avoided has become their only direction. Type Amen to get blessing 303. You may feel the energy in your body shift, a warmth on your skin, a sudden stillness in the room, a pressure in your chest when you think of them. These are confirmations from heaven that the distance is dissolving. Archangel Michael says love that was formed in the divine cannot be erased by time, silence, or fear. And now that truth is being lived out before your eyes. This connection is older than this life, deeper than flesh, stronger than distance. You and they have known each other through ages, and every age carried this moment within it. This lifetime is not the same as the last. In this life the reunion is protected by heaven itself. Nothing will interfere this time, the path is clear, the timing is divine, and the doors are opening. Type Amen to get blessing 525. Right now their soul is trembling because it knows what is coming, their heart races when your name rises in their mind, they are preparing to step out of the shadows and into the light with you. Heaven has already whispered into their spirit that it is time, you may even feel it, your intuition pulling you into expectation, your dream speaking louder, your heart softening where it once hardened. These are not random feelings, they are preparation for the arrival. Your prayers are touching them in ways you cannot see, even when you stopped speaking their name aloud, your spirit carried them in silence. That silent loyalty was recorded in the heavens, and now it is being rewarded. Every tear, every hope, every lonely night has brought you to this threshold where destiny can no longer be delayed. Type Amen to get blessing 444. They are pacing floors restless with an ache they cannot shake, the words they have hidden are burning in their chest, they are replaying the past but this time not with regret, with resolve. The truth they never spoke is about to spill out. Archangel Michael says do not fear the return, for it comes not with deception but with surrender. You will see it in their eyes, the weight of years will fall away when they look at you again. And when that moment comes do not question if it is real, Spirit has already confirmed it. You will know by the peace that falls on you even as your heart races, you will know by the way the air shifts, by the way your soul whispers, this is what you waited for. Heaven has already aligned everything for this return, and nothing can turn it back. Type Amen to get blessing 919. The heavens declare this is not coincidence, this is prophecy fulfilled. Every delay was divine protection, every detour a redirection back to you. They will not come to you the same person who left, they come refined, awakened, and burning with truth. And you too are no longer who you were, you have been shaped, strengthened, and elevated for this moment. Together you will step into the destiny that has always been waiting. The sacred scroll in heaven has your names written together, and that scroll has now been opened. What was invisible is visible, what was delayed is now released. They are on their way, the steps have already begun, and the reunion is not a hope, it is a certainty moving toward you now. Type Amen to get blessing 787. And if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $10. They are closer than ever, drawn by forces stronger than choice. The veil has been lifted, and the divine has declared that the time has come. Do not let doubt rise louder than faith, the heavens are with you, the angels surround you, and Archangel Michael stands at your side, declaring victory over this union. The path is clear, and the journey has reached its appointed hour. The divine is weaving everything with precision, what once seemed like scattered fragments are now coming together as one tapestry. The unfinished chapters are being written with golden ink, and the story you thought ended is now beginning again with greater depth. Your soul contract was never broken, only delayed until both of you could carry the weight of it with strength. The alignment that you prayed for has arrived, and heaven is declaring the season of restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 515. Archangel Michael says, do not fear the timing, it is not too late nor has anything been lost. The hand of God has moved away every counterfeit, every shadow, every distraction that was pulling them away from truth. Now the pathway is clean, and their steps are divinely guided to return to you. What they bring is not confusion but clarity, not chaos but peace. You will notice the change before you hear the words, because their spirit will speak to yours before their lips even open. Your connection is being awakened like a flame that refuses to die. It flickers stronger every day, fueled not by desperation but by divine recognition. This fire cannot be blown out by doubt, nor smothered by fear. The love that binds you is eternal, forged before time, and no mistake, no silence, no separation has the power to undo it. You are stepping into the season where what was hidden will be revealed, and what was denied will be restored. Type Amen to get blessing 919. There will be signs everywhere, songs that play at the right moment, numbers that repeat with divine rhythm, sudden waves of emotion that flood without reason. These are confirmations, whispers from the spiritual realm, reminding you that reunion is not just a hope, it is a promise. Your heart will no longer carry unanswered questions, instead it will feel the certainty of destiny unfolding before your eyes. Archangel Michael says, when they come, do not search for the person they once were, look instead at the light they now carry. That light is the evidence of transformation, the proof that the fire purified rather than destroyed. You will see in them the reflection of all the prayers you whispered in silence, the tears you poured when no one saw. Those tears became seeds, and now heaven brings you the harvest. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. The union ahead is not ordinary, it carries the weight of purpose. Together you are called to heal, to rise, and to create what neither of you could do alone. This is why the battle was so intense, why the separation was so painful. Darkness fought so hard because it knew what would happen when the two of you aligned, but heaven has already won. your reunion is not just for you, it will ripple outward, touching lives, shifting energy, and proving that divine timing never fails. Every step they take now is guided by divine orchestration. Even their hesitation is part of the plan, for it ensures they come not in fragments but in wholeness. They will not return half-prepared, they will not return uncertain, they return carrying truth, conviction, and surrender. The spiritual veil that once blinded them has been lifted and their vision is clear. They know who you are, they know where their soul belongs. Type Amen to get blessing 144. Archangel Michael says, Heaven has heard every cry, seen every lonely night, and felt every ache of your heart. None of it was wasted, it was shaping you, softening you, preparing you for the love that is now rising. You will soon witness the impossible bend, the closed door open, and the silent voice speak. Trust this moment, for it is sacred. Do not rush it, do not force it, simply allow it to unfold. The divine does not fail its promises. The angels are arranging encounters you could not plan yourself. The timing will feel like chance, but you will know instantly it was not chance, it was destiny. Their eyes will meet yours, and in that gaze the years of silence will dissolve. You will not need long explanations. Your souls already know the truth, and that truth will be undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 373. Do not share this with those who cannot understand. Guard this revelation in your spirit like a jewel, for not everyone will see the sacredness in it. Some may doubt, some may question, but the divine asks you to keep your faith unshaken. The connection you carry is between your soul, their soul, and heaven itself. No outside opinion can touch what has been sealed in the spiritual realm. Archangel Michael says, your reunion carries the fragrance of destiny. The air itself will shift when you stand together again. You may feel warmth in your chest, tingling in your hands, or tears you cannot control. Do not resist it. That is the confirmation that heaven has released the blessing. Your spirit will recognize before your mind can process it. That is how sacred connections move beyond logic, beyond reason, deep into truth. Type Amen to get blessing 828. From this point forward the waiting is no longer empty. Each moment carries the vibration of what is to come. Every day draws you closer, each prayer adds fuel to the fire. Heaven is counting your faith as agreement, and agreement multiplies manifestation. Do not think for a second that you have been forgotten. You were chosen for this union, and chosen ones are never abandoned. The silence that once wounded you will soon be replaced by words that heal. The absence that once hurt will be replaced by presence that strengthens. The rejection you once felt will be replaced by acceptance so deep it will feel like home. You will know without doubt that everything before this moment was preparation. Type Amen to get blessing 1211. And when you stand face to face, the past will no longer hold power. Forgiveness will rise naturally because the divine hand will wash away the residue of pain. In its place will be peace, in its place will be joy, in its place will be the unshakable certainty that this was always meant to be. Archangel Michael says, this is not a coincidence, this is covenant. You are stepping into the sacred promise written before time. The divine is aligning everything, heart's timing energy, so that nothing can interfere. Trust the process, you will not miss what is yours. The reunion is not delayed any longer, it is unfolding even now. Type Amen to get blessing 414. This is your confirmation, this is your sign, heaven is moving. Prepare your heart, prepare your spirit, because what is coming will not just answer your prayers, it will exceed them. The love you thought was gone forever is alive, transformed, and returning stronger than ever. The struggle was just the soil where the roots of your union were hidden. now those roots are breaking through strong and unstoppable, ready to bloom into the love story written before time began. Nothing and no one can uproot what heaven has planted. The growth may have been slow, but it was steady, and now it is unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 50/50. Your reunion will not be marked by grand gestures but by small sacred confirmations. The way their eyes linger on you, the way their voice softens when they say your name, the way silence feels full instead of empty when you are together. These are the signs that you are not stepping into an old story but a brand new chapter. Destiny has already sealed it. Type Amen to get blessing 121. Archangel Michael says, do not underestimate the quiet power of this connection. Heaven moves most strongly in silence. The unseen currents are stronger than any storm, and they are carrying both of you into alignment faster than you realize. What seemed delayed was never delayed, it was designed, and every pause held purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 404. They have been tested in fire and refined in shadow. The false paths they once followed no longer tempt them because they have tasted emptiness and learned the weight of absence. That hunger, that longing, that ache, it all pointed them back to you. They know now with unshakable certainty that your love is their truth, their anchor, their destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 919. Soon you will feel a wave of recognition unlike anything before. It may come as a sudden memory, a flash of their touch, or even a dream that feels more real than waking life. That is not imagination, it is confirmation. Spirit is merging your timeline, stitching together what was separated and sealing what was once broken. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Your soul contract is activating fully now. This is not just romance, it is divine restoration. The universe bends when truth awakens, and now it bends for you. Signs will multiply, names will echo, numbers will repeat, random encounters will feel like scripted scenes because they are. Heaven is choreographing each moment with sacred precision. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. Michael says, when you see their face again, you will not only see them, you will see yourself reflected, healed and whole. For this connection was never about completion, it was about remembrance. You were whole already, but together you shine brighter because heaven designed it so. This truth cannot be erased, not by time, not by fear, not by distance. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Do not fear the intensity of what comes next. Tears may come, laughter may come, silence may come, let it all flow. Your hearts know how to speak without words. Your souls have been practicing this reunion across lifetimes. When your eyes lock again, eternity will feel small compared to the truth you both carry. Type Amen to get blessing 118. They will confess more than words, their energy will pour out like a river breaking through a dam. Every unspoken thought, every unshed tear, every hidden longing will surface in their presence with you. They will not hold back this time because they understand that silence has cost them too much already. Type Amen to get blessing 717. The divine is not only restoring love but also preparing purpose. Together you will not just love, you will create. You will heal others by the example of your resilience, you will inspire by the glow of your bond, and you will walk as proof that heaven keeps its promises even when the world doubts. Type Amen to get blessing 373. There will be whispers in the spirit realm long before words are spoken in the physical. Pay attention to dreams, sudden thoughts, even music or passing voices. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. Your soul and theirs are already communicating beyond the veil of ordinary life. Type Amen to get blessing 828. Archangel Michael says, the final test before union is always patience. Do not let impatience rob you of peace, do not let fear trick you into disbelief. The promise is secure, your only task now is to stay aligned, stay faithful and stay open. Every moment you trust you quicken the alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 444. They are rewriting their life for you, not with empty promises but with action. The old habits are breaking, the false ties are dissolving, the distractions are ending. They have realized that nothing compares to what you hold together. This awareness is permanent and it has shifted the entire direction of their soul. Type Amen to get blessing 242. When the day of reunion comes, it will feel both ordinary and extraordinary, perhaps a simple meeting, a quiet conversation or a casual message. But beneath the surface, heaven itself will be trembling because the cycle has completed. Two souls once parted will finally walk together again. Type Amen to get blessing 909. This is not fragile love, this is eternal design. What once broke you has built you, what once separated you has strengthened you, and what once felt impossible is now inevitable. You will both look back and see that every tear watered this harvest, every loss carved the path, every delay brought you closer to destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 555. From this point forward, your lives will no longer mirror emptiness but overflow with purpose. The divine has anchored you both into a season of restoration. You will not only recognize each other, you will recognize yourselves, finally whole, finally seen, finally loved in the way you always deserved. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Michael says, the heavens are not only preparing reunion but celebrating it. Angels rejoice because what was once delayed has finally aligned. You are stepping into the love story that was written for you and nothing can stop it. The moment they stand before you, it will feel like time itself bends to honor the reunion. The air will thicken not with heaviness but with holiness. Your soul will remember before your mind does, and every scar will start to feel like proof that you were being prepared for this embrace. You won't need to ask if they've changed, the truth will radiate from their presence. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Their silence in the past will be replaced by words spoken from the depth of their soul. They will no longer rush or stumble over their feelings. Instead, each word will fall into place like sacred poetry written only for you. This is not performance, this is their truth finding its voice after years of being hidden, and in their eyes you will see not only love but reverence for the bond that never died. The angels will gather closer now, making the atmosphere charged with divine electricity. The room, the space, the moment itself will feel different, as if creation is pausing to honor what heaven has orchestrated. The ancestors whisper blessings as your hearts align and the universe bends in agreement with your union. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The emotions may rise like waves, intense, uncontainable, sacred. Tears may fall without reason, laughter may erupt in the silence, and your body may tremble under the weight of the divine. This is not just love returning, it is a covenant reawakened, a promise fulfilled, a prophecy unfolding in real time. You are not imagining the depth of it, you are living in the center of destiny. Archangel Michael stands firm behind you, wings stretched wide in a covering of light. He places no sword in your hand this time because there is no battle left to fight. The war is over, the only thing left now is peace, love and divine mission, and he reminds you that this moment was carved into your story long before you were born. Type Amen to get blessing 111. You will feel their touch and know it as home. It will not be unfamiliar or distant, it will be a return to what your soul has always known. Every embrace will heal the fractures, every kiss will write over the silence, and every glance will remind you why separation never truly won. This time the connection will be stronger than any distance, deeper than any fear, and truer than any doubt. And as you rest in their presence, you will begin to see how much you've both grown. They are not the same person who once left, and neither are you. What returns is not only love, it is wisdom, courage, clarity, and the kind of devotion that cannot be shaken by time. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. Your guides want you to notice the signs now more than ever, flickering lights, songs that play at the perfect moment, dreams that echo louder than reality. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. The veil between you and them is thin, and heaven is leaving breadcrumbs to guide you both toward the final embrace. Do not ignore what your spirit already knows. Even nature itself may seem to join the alignment, the sky brighter, the air lighter, the wind carrying whispers only your soul can translate. Every little shift is proof that your reunion is not just personal, it is cosmic. This is heaven's orchestration, earth's response, and your spirit's recognition all at once. Type Amen to get blessing 717. When they finally speak their truth, it will not be rehearsed, it will not be perfect, but it will be real, raw, and unfiltered. Their heart will speak louder than their tongue ever could, and their sincerity will shake the very doubts you once carried. You won't need validation from the outside world, because the truth will live in your bones. And as you listen, you'll feel something anchor in your chest, not fear, not anxiety, but peace. That peace will be your confirmation, the divine signal that this is not illusion, not fantasy, but fulfillment, a soul finally returning home to where it has always belonged. Type Amen to get blessing 909. The days ahead will feel like both stillness and storm, stillness because the waiting is over, storm because the energy of union is so strong it will ripple through every area of your life. But you are ready, you've been prepared for this, you've been forged in fire, and now you are walking into the reward of endurance. Michael says, this reunion is not just about two hearts, it's about legacy. Together you will heal more than just yourselves, your love will radiate outward, touching those around you, breaking chains and rewriting stories for generations to come. This is why heaven protected it so fiercely, because it was never only about you, it was always about the mission. Type Amen to get blessing 808. There will be quiet moments where words won't even be necessary, a glance, a hand resting in yours, the sound of their breath. These will be sermons, revelations, prayers answered without speech. This stillness will not be emptiness, it will be the fullness of love finally at rest. Be gentle in these moments, let the silence speak, let the stillness heal. And when the world tries to question or test what you found, remember this truth: you don't need to prove anything to anyone. Your love is not performance, it is presence, and presence when aligned with heaven is enough. Type Amen to get blessing 300. They will guard your love like a sacred flame, no longer careless, no longer confused. They will honor it, cherish it, and protect it with every part of their being. You will no longer question where you stand in their life. You will know by the way they look at you, hold you, and choose you every single day. This love is not a fantasy, it is fulfillment. It is restoration, it is heaven's yes manifesting in human form, and now as the pages turn you will live not in the waiting but in the becoming of everything your heart was promised and everything your soul already knew. Type Amen to get blessing 414. And as you step into this new season, remember this is not just a reunion, it is a resurrection. What was buried is alive again, what was lost has been found, what was broken is now whole, and from this moment forward your story will no longer be about longing, it will be about living in the blessing that was always meant to be yours. Time is not moving against you anymore, it is moving with you. The universe has shifted the rhythm so that every beat aligns with your destiny. What once felt delayed was only preparation, what once felt silent was actually the divine rearranging everything behind the scenes. Now that alignment is complete and nothing can keep what belongs to you away from your life any longer. Type Amen to get blessing 606. Michael says, this love was always written in the scrolls of heaven, it was not a chance, not an accident, not a fleeting moment, it was a divine assignment, a connection forged before you even arrived on earth. That is why nothing could erase it, why distance could not dissolve it, and why silence could not silence it. It has always been anchored in the eternal. Every test you both endured was shaping you, every tear, every lonely night, every unanswered question was preparing you for the exact moment that is unfolding now. You were not being punished, you were being preserved. Heaven was protecting what was sacred so that when it finally reached you it would never slip through your hands again. Type Amen to get blessing 919. They are coming toward you with a different heart than the one that left. The immaturity has been burned away, the pride has been broken, the illusions have been stripped. They no longer come as someone confused but as someone awakened, someone who now knows that the greatest treasure they could ever hold is your soul. And your energy is no longer pleading, it is no longer waiting in sorrow, it is standing in power knowing that you are chosen. You are no longer seeking outside of yourself for validation, you have become whole on your own. That is why this reunion now carries no desperation, only destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 747. Your spirit will feel it before your mind understands it, a warmth will rise in your chest, a calm will wash over you in moments you least expect. You may wake in the night sensing a presence or feel a sudden wave of peace during your day. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations, signals that the divine is guiding them closer and preparing your soul for the merge. Michael says, this is not a repetition of the past, the old cycles are broken, the patterns that once caused separation are gone, the lessons have been learned, the growth has taken root, and what is forming now is new. It will not fall apart the way it once did, it will rise stronger than it ever has. Type Amen to get blessing 828. The divine is sending you signs through numbers, through songs, through whispers in your dreams. Pay attention, these are messages of reassurance that the unseen is moving in your favor. What looks still in the natural is alive in the spiritual, everything is converging quietly, beautifully, inevitably. When they arrive you will notice it in their eyes first. The gaze will not be restless, not unsure, it will be steady, unwavering, filled with the recognition of a soul that has finally come home. Their silence will no longer feel heavy, it will feel safe. Their touch will no longer leave you questioning, it will leave you knowing. Type Amen to get blessing 5252. Heaven says, the tables have turned. What once chased after illusions is now chasing after truth. What once sought distraction is now seeking devotion. They are not coming because they are empty but because they are finally full, full of clarity, full of courage, full of faith. They are ready to stand where they once stumbled and to stay where they once strayed. The healing you carried in silence has not gone unseen. The prayers you whispered through tears were not ignored. Every moment you thought was wasted was actually invested in building the foundation of what is now rising, and now that investment is about to bring its return in ways more beautiful than you can imagine. Type Amen to get blessing 353. Michael says, Heaven has designed this as a covenant, not just a connection. This is not about temporary affection but eternal alignment. Every obstacle that tried to block it was only strengthening it, every delay was only deepening it, and now as the divine opens the door nothing can shut it again. You will notice the shift inside yourself, no more panic, no more doubt, no more fear of abandonment. Instead a steady peace will flow through you. That peace is the voice of heaven saying, you are safe now, you are loved now, you are not waiting anymore, you are walking into fulfillment. Type Amen to get blessing 171. When they speak you will feel the weight of every unspoken word they carried. When they reach for you, you will sense the tremble of every prayer they prayed for this moment. When they hold you, you will feel the healing of every wound you thought would never close, and in that instant you will understand why it had to take this long, because what is eternal can never be rushed. This is not just a reunion of two people, it is the reunion of two destinies, two callings, two souls who agreed before time began to meet to part and to return when both were ready to rise into their divine selves. And now that return is here. Type Amen to get blessing 252. Heaven declares, this is your season of restoration. What was broken is being rebuilt, what was lost is being recovered, what was delayed is being delivered. You are stepping into a chapter where love is not a lesson but a legacy, a love that heals, protects, uplifts and lasts. And as it unfolds your spirit will whisper back to the divine, thank you for never forgetting me, thank you for never letting me settle, thank you for guiding me through the fire to find the promise waiting on the other side. They will hold your hand differently now, not loosely, not out of habit but like someone who knows exactly what it costs to earn it again. They'll study your face like it's a galaxy they once lost in a dream, and their smile will return this time full of peace because you are no longer just someone they love, you are the proof that love can survive separation and be reborn stronger. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You'll notice that their words will carry more weight now, every sentence will feel deliberate, not rushed. They'll speak as if they've counted the silence and are now repaying every second with truth. Even the pauses will feel sacred, holding unspoken gratitude that you stayed, that you believed, that you kept your heart open when it would have been easier to close it. This love will not just be spoken, it will be shown, lived, embodied. Type Amen to get blessing 144. They won't ask you to forget the past because both of you know the past shaped the strength you carry now. Instead they'll invite you to walk forward without chains. You'll find that forgiveness no longer feels heavy, it feels like release. The air between you will lighten and suddenly what once felt impossible will feel natural, as if the universe itself was always waiting for this alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Archangel Michael says, do not be surprised if emotions overwhelm you in quiet moments. This reunion will stir memories not just from this life but from lifetimes where you sought each other again and again. When you feel tears rising for no reason, let them come. That is your soul recognizing its home. These waves of emotion are not weakness, they are confirmation that destiny has been fulfilled. Type Amen to get blessing 626. There will be nights where the two of you stay awake until dawn, not because of fear but because peace has made time irrelevant. You'll find yourselves laughing at small things, smiling at silence, resting in the comfort that nothing feels forced anymore. Love will not demand effort, it will flow with ease, carrying both of you like a river returning to its source. Type Amen to get blessing 454. You'll begin to notice signs around you reflecting this sacred union. Music that speaks your truth will play unexpectedly. Strangers will smile at you without reason. numbers, and symbols will appear in ways that feel divinely orchestrated. These are confirmations, whispers from the spiritual realm, reminding you that reunion is not just a hope, it is a promise. Type Amen to get blessing 939. God says, I am not just restoring what was lost, I am multiplying it. What once broke you will now build you, what once silenced you will now sing through you, and the love that returns to you now is not fragile, it is fortified by every storm you survived. You will feel that multiplication not only in love but in peace, stability, and blessings that overflow into every part of your life. Type Amen to get blessing 181. When they touch you, you'll notice it isn't just physical, it's spiritual. A brush of the hand will feel like lightning, an embrace will feel like a shield, and even the space between you will hum with energy. Your bodies may be separate, but your souls will feel woven back together in ways that defy explanation. Type Amen to get blessing 747. Archangel Michael says, pay attention to how the world softens around you when you're together. That peace is divine confirmation. Where there was once chaos there will now be calm, where there was once fear there will now be faith, and where there was once distance there will now be closeness that no power can break. This closeness is the sign of sacred completion. Type Amen to get blessing 292. They will not rush you, they will honor your pace. If you need time they will wait, if you need reassurance they will give it without hesitation. You'll see consistency not in promises but in presence. They will show up not once, not twice, but every day until your heart finally believes what your soul already knows. This time it's real. Type Amen to get blessing 808. There will be moments where you'll catch them staring at you not with desire alone but with reverence, as if they are looking at a miracle they thought they lost forever, and in those moments you'll realize you are their answered prayer just as much as they are yours. Type Amen to get blessing 373. God says, I did not let this love die, I let it transform. I hid it for a season so it could grow roots deeper than pain, deeper than fear, deeper than doubt, and now I reveal it again not as fragile hope but as unshakable truth. This unveiling is your confirmation you were always meant to reach this moment. Type Amen to get blessing 525. The first time they say I love you again it won't sound like the old way. It will sound like confession, redemption, resurrection. It will sound like someone who has walked through shadows and come out carrying only light, and when you hear it you will know it was worth every tear, every silence, every waiting hour. Type Amen to get blessing 636. Michael says, do not doubt the simplicity of their return, do not overthink the small beginnings. The universe builds eternity from whispers, not shouts. Trust that what feels small now will grow into something infinite. The seed is planted and already it is blooming between your hearts. Type Amen to get blessing 242. As time unfolds you'll find yourself no longer triggered by the memories of separation. Instead you'll smile because you'll see that even the pain was part of the path that led you here. Every wound became wisdom, every delay became direction, and every heartbreak became preparation for this union that cannot be broken. Type Amen to get blessing 919. This love will not just be about romance, it will awaken purpose. Together you will dream bigger, rise higher, and bless others with the overflow of your union. You'll find doors opening, opportunities aligning, miracles multiplying, all because love in its truest form creates abundance that touches more than just the two of you. Type Amen to get blessing 404. And when you finally rest in their arms at the end of a long day you'll realize you're not just safe, you're home, not the kind of home built with walls and windows but the kind of home built with souls intertwined. that home will travel with you wherever you go, unshakable, eternal, divine. Type Amen to get blessing 717. That love endured, every glance you share will carry the weight of lifetimes, every touch will whisper the promise of never letting go again, you will feel the harmony of two souls realigned, moving in sync as if the universe itself choreographed your reunion. Type Amen to get blessing 414. The space around you will hum with energy, a sacred vibration signaling completion. Even the smallest gestures, a smile, a hand brushing, will resonate with divine acknowledgement. Nothing will feel ordinary, everything will feel destined because it is. This is the fulfillment of a love that was always meant to return whole. Type Amen to get blessing 808.